Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of For the Love of Drama. Today I am continuing with my monologue. This one I read out to you last week. It is called The Years After You. It's about a family affected by grief. So I'm going to act it out today. I haven't memorized it by heart. That would be quite a challenge in a week. I have done it before. I'm pretty good at remembering lines, but anyway, enough bragging. I've got it right on the screen next to me, so if I glance over, you'll know I've forgotten the bit that comes next. So, without further ado, this is The Years After You. Looking back at 5 years without you, Joe, my mind goes cloudy. Right now, I'm grateful for what I have. 2 fantastic girls, Rose and Daisy, who were stronger than they should have had to be and supported me in ways that I'll never forget. And Sally, our dopey sweet spaniel, who adored you and still sits at the door like you might walk in. So, let's go back to the early days, when we were all left reeling from the sudden heart attack that took you from us at 48. No warning, just the brutal truth. The numbness, the money worries, the sudden tears that would pool in my eyes and threaten to spill over, and did spill over, before I even knew they were coming. The first Christmas, the first birthday, I came home from work and lost it completely. I kicked the bin around the kitchen. Sorry, bin. The girls dealt with the loss of you, Joe, in such different ways. Rose, she stepped up. She stepped into your shoes almost and became a second parent, not just to Daisy, but to me as well. She would constantly ask, "Have you eaten today, Mum? Are you all right, Mum?" And she took over the kitchen in those early days, cooking us healthy meals, almost as if she was holding us together, one plate at a time. The 2 of us would talk about you constantly, Joe. Eventually, one of us would start to cry, which of course would set the other off. We'd hug, and the tears would come thick and fast, so much that we couldn't tell whose was whose. Those memories are painful, but I cherish them. Daisy was the complete opposite of her sister. Every time we started to talk about you, she'd leave the room, sometimes the house. Her only responses were, "I'm fine, stop fussing," or, "Oh, just leave me alone." She'd grab the plate that Rose had made, stomp upstairs to her bedroom, slam the door, and then the angry music would start, loud enough to shake the walls. She didn't cry for weeks. And then one day, everything changed. She came home, and I was in the kitchen with the radio on. The moment she walked in, Colours of the Wind started playing. Yeah, you know, Joe, the song that you used to sing to her when she was little to help her sleep or calm her down. She stared at me, and then she threw herself into my arms, sobbing till she had nothing left. And it was then that I realised that we were going to be all right, that you were still with us, Joe. You hadn't really left us at all. And so life goes on, or so the cliche says, and on it went. All of us living on. Even Sally, who helped each one of us in her own gentle, intuitive way. She always seemed to know if one of us would need her to be there. She'd lie there next to us, her head on our laps, looking up at us with her soft, gentle brown eyes, as if she was reminding us to breathe, to stay, just to keep going. And so, 5 years on, we're still living. No, more than that. We've learned to make the most of every moment, big and small. Losing you taught us that life is a gift. And speaking of life, 18 months ago, Rose gave us the most precious gift. The day we first saw him is etched in my memory and heart. She placed him in my arms and said, "Meet your grandson, Benjamin Joe." I had no words. None. But as I looked down on this brand new, tiny human being, I saw you, Joe. In his eyes, even in the little dimples around the side of his mouth. And I felt whole. I still think of you every day, Joe, but the love of our girls and our beautiful grandson and the support of friends has given me strength and resilience, and it shaped me. And it's given me a way to face whatever comes next. Remember that live, laugh picture in the lounge? Live, laugh, love. You put it up on the day that we moved in. I look at that every day, and I am reminded of how you, Joe, you lived, laughed, and loved. And that's what I do. That's what I do now. I live, laugh, and love in big, bright, bold, beautiful colours. And that's the end. That certainly wasn't perfect, and I think I missed a few words here and there, but I'm pleased with that. I felt it. I felt the emotions of it. I've done a monologue before. One woman, well, oh gosh, what am I talking about? A monologue is a one-person show. Oh, forget it. It's funny time of day. That's my excuse. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And I have not got a clue what I'm doing next week. Perhaps you'd like to suggest something. If you've got any ideas, put it in the comments. So, but I enjoyed that. I might work on it a little bit more sometime, or maybe do a sequel to it to see how they get on in 10 years' time. I don't know. Anyway, I'll mull over ideas. I might come up with some more monologues. But thank you very much for staying right to the end of this video. Sorry about the waffle at the end. But have a great week, everybody, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Cheerio. Bye-bye.